Hey, it's John Birmingham. Hi, everyone. I'm feeling really good, really amazing, great, good, a little less great, um, good like the Bible's good. God created everything good. That's what I mean when I use the word good. Like the sin has not made me feel bad. Like I feel really well rested and good. I finally woke up right now from a long sleep. And I've been thinking, should I go to LA and try to be a big famous person? It's just so weird. And I don't know if I'm gonna end up having to go there and work as an actor or something, like work out a bunch, and who knows what it'll be like, or if I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay here because I realize right now in my life it's really good. There are people who are physically hurt and they're like really old, or all kinds of things could be wrong with them. But most of us don't have to suffer that much because God is good. God is really good. We don't realize it, because we're struggling and we're going through anxiety or worry about what our problems are, and we're like, this is so awful. And then it gets okay again, because God doesn't make us have to suffer that much. We suffer a little bit, but it's not that bad. I think some people, even when they end up in hell for being wicked, I think they're burned right up. I don't know. And they're burned right up and they no longer exist. And there's not that much suffering. But there is suffering in hell. It's kind of unimaginable. It's supposed to go on for all eternity, so it's pretty bad. But the more you read about the Bible, you find these new and interesting things that you may have never thought of. Like, it says hell will make people no longer exist. They'll be disintegrated to ash, and then the ash won't exist. And they won't exist at all. They'll be dead. So that kind of sucks because heaven is so beautiful. There's no more suffering. There's no more of the bad stuff that happens when people sin. And anyway, I feel pretty amazing right now. I feel amazing right now. I feel really good right now. I just woke up and it all hit me, and I was like, wow, I have it good. I live in this house that's on about 9 acres. Um, and I already had to do the work to make it worth more. And it's kind of a miracle that the real estate went up in Roanoke. And um, that was the main thing I was working on to make money. And so the real estate went up 40%. So my house is worth like way more than I bought it for. So I could probably get a loan against the house and still have, you know, plenty more money um, in the house, I think. I think it's like really gone up in value to it. So where it's like it's been a miracle because before the real estate went up 40%, I didn't know if I had a $0 net worth, 30,000 net worth, 100,000, 200,000. I didn't know what I had. And I kept working and working diligently on this house and videos. And the videos didn't quite pay off in the way I thought they would. They kind of got something. I was getting like 40,000 views a month. And, it kind of needs millions to make plenty of money. Uh, so, um, I was working on my house, and the house really paid off way more than I would have thought. I think I haven't gotten it appraised, so I don't really know, but I know. I worked in real estate for, I was in real estate offices in the early 80s as a small child. So, um, and my parents were in real estate for, since the early 70s. And I had an intuition at the price value since I was a child. So I was good at it. And I didn't work that much at it. I worked full time for about 5 years, 4 or 5 years on this house, on one house, because it was so big. It took that much work, like 10 times the work of a regular house. And because I worked in real estate is how people, if you want to get rich, real estate is the almost 100% way. Um, it takes really hard work to really do it right and do tons of work. And that's how you get rich, because the top 1% of wealth people in the world with the top 1% of wealth, 90% of them got there from real estate, from working real estate. So it's almost 110%. Well, it's like almost 100% way that you can make money when you work in real estate. You've got to get cash, like 40,000 cash to buy a house and fix it up. You got to start with cash. You got to save cash somehow at a job. Once you get about 40,000 cash, you can start into real estate. And I did a little bit on my own house, which was, my dad thinks, oh, that's not real estate because it's technically a liability because it's my own house. But I could sell, or as soon as I sold the house or rented it, it would be real estate, and I would have made a huge amount of money. So, then I was able to borrow against the house from the bank to work on the house more, and I made it worth more. So it's been a miracle. And there's so many good things that I have in my life, and I just realized how good I have it. And I found out that Danica was not allowed to take my kids to Texas from the beginning. And here in Virginia, if a spouse takes the kids out of state and the other spouse lives here and doesn't want to leave, and this is their home, every time they make the spouse come back with the kids. That's how it is in Virginia, you know. Um, so all I got to do is get a lawyer to write her a letter or something like that, and then she'll have to come home. And I'll have my kids back. I'll finally have my kids back after all this, after them being there, growing up without me for years. It's been awful. So I feel happy. There's so many good ideas I have. I think I might want to do kind of cheap or like okay quality indie movies, but like a bunch of them, like 8 or 10 or 12 a year, like a bunch of indie movies every year, and film them at my house on green screen. And I already filmed 1 or 2 here, like kind of cheap ones, like not my best work. I can do really good films, my best work, when I spend more effort on it, but it's like, is that going to make money back? Is it going to be worth my effort? So I might just do some for fun and get people in them for fun. Like I filmed Brokeback Mountain 2. I called it Brokeback Mountain 2, but it's like it's a parody fan film, something like that. So I can get away with calling it Brokeback Mountain 2 and then just acting in it like I was the lead character. And it was fun, and I got to film it, and it was kind of fun. And I filmed it on this mountain. And I can film other films that like are supposed to take place on a mountain or in the woods. And I have a bunch of ideas for original ones and ones that are business ideas to like, base it on a movie that was already done to get a bunch of views. And that kind of got some views. It got like 10,000 views. It didn't make that much money though. I don't know. And I might do more skits. And videos, of course, short films, stuff like that at my house. And I've been doing it all along, but it's only been like me and Al. So I think my kids are coming back. So I'm happy. I thought about my situation, and it wasn't that bad because I was very depressed for a while, and it finally went away. So I think I'm okay. Here and there, I might get discouraged. Oh, it's so awful. How am I going to see my kids? Stuff like that. But all I got to do is get a lawyer to write her a letter and say, you have to come back to Virginia. Or make a court date and say she's got to appear in Virginia. And she can't go against that. So I'm going to go downstairs. Al's got food ready. Al's got food ready. Let's go. Let's go downstairs. I like making videos. That's what I'm gonna do, that and films and stuff. And you know, I may end up going to Los Angeles and try to do bigger budget films. I'll see. It's a matter of talking to people, going out more and talking to people. Like this guy, um, that's how it is. This guy, I just watched an interview with this guy who's a film director, and he got pretty popular. He's a working director in Los Angeles. He was up to like 1,300 most popular star on the IMDb. That's pretty good at that time. But now he's down to like 45,000. And you know, it's out of all the famous people, he was number 1,300 or 3,000, and that's pretty good. But I'd like to get up to number one day. I don't know if it's possible. You know, there'll be a person who gets up to number one, you don't even know who they are, like some young person who just happened to go big in something, and it's not for a very long time. Like Tom Cruise was always in like the top 100 or 500, 140, something like that. But those people might go up to one and then they go back down a little bit and stuff. And that's it. I feel pretty happy. I may go to LA, I may stay here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm not worried about it. I'm happy right now. I'm happy with what I've done so far. Why do I keep itching my nose? Well, I'm happy. I have a giant resume in film and video. I think it's the best in all of Virginia. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty good. There's some people in video who have more views than me, but I did more film stuff than they did. So I have like 100 million views. Views on this channel only have like 11.4 million, and then on Danica's channel I have a video that has 63 million views, and other other videos with millions of views and stuff. It's like 100 million. And then my movies, I did movies with famous people and stuff. It's pretty cool. I hired them to get in the movie, and I might do more movies. I feel pretty good. There was a time when I was working and working and working. I didn't know if it'd ever be okay. By some miracle now it is. I have plenty of money. I feel okay. So I'm gonna go downstairs, I guess. Let's go downstairs. Stop itching my nose. I don't want to itch my nose too much because I don't want to like. Okay. Let's go. Let's go downstairs. I feel really happy. I might get a drink from the refrigerator. It's a little messy. I'll get that later because I'm filming a video. I'm doing video. That's all we said. Hi, I have to say this. For a job on earth, other than God's work, I know my best work is God's work. My best work is God's work on earth, which includes being a good father and kindness to others and that kind of thing. However, my job on earth is really as a filmmaker, and I know I have the best work in me yet to work on stuff to make it really amazing, a really well-written script, really well-thought-out script, things that other people cannot do, and to do it in my own way. I think I can do way better films than I've ever done. I think potentially maybe spend, the time and effort to really make well-thought-out films that make people cry, films that are really good, that other people have no concept of how to do. These videos that are on my channel, that are really simple, not a lot of thought into it, not a lot of editing. You know, I've kept my videos going. I've kept my work going. It's been more quantity and less quality. Here and there, I do some quality editing and stuff, and I really put some effort into it. But it's not my best work when you sit down first and you have an idea for a movie and you write down the screenplay and you think it through again and again. You write, you rewrite again until, you know, you have a really work of art screenplay in itself. And that's like 120 pages or 90 pages, sometimes 80 pages, generally at least 90 pages for a good movie. For a good movie. And, you know, that's it. I already said it. So, I have way my best work that I can do. I know I'm capable of doing it, and other people don't have that ability. They don't know how to do it as well. They might be able to turn on a video camera and make a video or short film or something like that. But, you know, I've been doing this since the 90s, and I have a special ability at it, and I worked unbelievably hard at it. I worked really hard at it, and I'm good at what I do. And I know it would be wrong for me to not do my best films, I think to just kind of, you know, take the easy route. And I happen to be feeling better today, and I want to do my best work. You know, there are actors out there who are actors. You know, they look good, they work out a bunch. The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, works out like 4 or 5 hours a day or whatever, 4 hours a day, 2 hours a day. John Cena, Vin Diesel, those actors who work out a bunch. You know, Jason Momoa, he's into his appearance. He was a model. You know, that's what they do. They're actors. They don't write. They don't know how to do screenplay writing in the entire movie. And I can come up with these brilliant ideas, these good ideas, and I know how to write all the music for musical numbers, and I can make these amazing movies that I can visualize in my thoughts, you know, and then you write it down on paper and you do it properly, and I know how to do it better than most anyone. So it's a special God-given ability that I worked very hard at and kind of had the ability at things from a young age: creative writing, video making, filmmaking, framing the shots, camera angles, art that goes into framing the shot. You know, what's in the frame? How does it look like a work of art? The acting, comedy acting, the creative writing goes into the screenwriting, all the things that go into the filmmaking. And if it's a musical film, I can write the music. And I mean, I can do big films that are really, really good and really entertaining. And it's like, it's been so hard to do at the independent level, because independent means anything from $0 up to $2 million, but you have to raise the funds all yourself. You know, it's outside of Hollywood. And, you know, how am I going to get the money? How am I going to raise that kind of money and do all that work on the producing side? I wasn't really into it as much being a producer, but I had to. I had to be a producer for my own films. Producer physically gets everything done, arranges all the actors' schedules, gets everything, you know, filmed, make sure it gets filmed on budget and stuff like that. And a director does everything creative, all the creative ideas. The writer and directors, everything, those are creative. The actors are creative. The producer kind of looks at the screenplay and the creative things that have to be done and has some creative say too, but mostly gets the film done. And I'd like a producer to do that and me get to do all the creative things. And at Hollywood, I think I can do that at the big budget level, but I don't know, because I know, even on Earth,
You know, when I say that God knows and Jesus knows and I don't, I'm a sinful man, there's work on earth that I do too that I'm actually really good at, and I know it's good. And I can write these original screenplays and do my best work, like TV you watch on television, like, you know, your favorite really good, well-written shows that are actually really good, like the best movies you've ever seen. And I know how to do that really well, and it would be a shame for me to not do it. And it's so hard to do it all independent on your own with your own small money. You know, it's not easy. And I know I can do my best work now, but I really don't want to do it at an indie level. I'd like to have a producer physically producing all the stuff and me get to do the creative stuff, like in Hollywood, and do it at a real budget level, you know, instead of having to do it as low a budget as I can and make it look as good as possible. It's not easy to do. And for the no promise of it, where's the promise of it making money or not, you know, after you put that much effort into it at your work, you know? So, but I know I have more of my best work. So, I had to say that. And it's God's work too. It's good work. So, there are things that other people do that, you know, it's not quite the same. They don't really have the same abilities that I do. They're a little different kind of filmmaker or artist and stuff. And I have abilities in narrative film, specifically writing a story, a fictional story. You know, that's a book, more fiction. You don't really talk about that in screenwriting, but that's, for lack of better phrasing, that's what it is. It's made up characters, made up story. You know, you wrote it. It's your idea when you write a screenplay, and I'm really good at that. And I know I have my best work in me yet, and I can make these amazing films, really well thought out, really done properly. And I can do that kind of thing. And other people don't have they just don't know how to do it. They can show up and be an actor and look good and do really good acting, you know, but they can't make the entire movie from writing it, and all the, you know, the post-production I can do so intricately with these subtle 100 layers of sound design, you know, things that you don't know that are there in the movie, and spending years to do one movie, and other people don't know how to do that. And I like Hollywood to fund it, to fund my projects, and I can write many more scripts, many more screenplays. They're well thought out, really good movies. I have my best work yet. And it's hard because I chose acting too, and that's a more shallow thing, like looking good, keeping in shape, looking younger as you get older, if you're into that. But some actors don't, you know, they're not into their appearance as much. But acting is way different from the actual filmmaking. So I've got to think about what I want to do, because it's not easy producing the entire film all yourself to actually do it. And to think that I wouldn't know if it would make the money or not, and to have to do it again after I'd done it so much already. My best work, my feature films, and had to have already gotten so little at the independent level. Why would I do one more? You know, how is that going to make money? How do I know that'll make enough money? I can't imagine, you know, and then having to promote it and get it seen by audiences. And it's just, it's almost sad that I've already done that one time on one film, a second time on another, you know, it took many years. And a second time on another film took many years. A second time on a third film that was 10 years of work, including promoting, finding distribution, stuff like that, getting it out there to audiences. And I don't know if I ever want to do that again unless it's at a studio level. So I may have to move to Los Angeles. And this right here, with this thought that I put into it, really trying my best, is what things are about. You know, you don't just feel happy and shallow and live a shallow life and not worry. You know, that it's difficult to get into heaven. It's not easy. It's not easy. Narrow is the gate to heaven. And you have to try your best and be a good person and do your best work and be kind to others. And it's not easy. So I had to tell you this, and I couldn't just kick back and I'm happy, make some crappy little random films of people running around and laughing and joking and not even any thought into it. You know, I'm capable of way more than that, with my best work. So I had to say that. So let's go back to what I did in this shallow, happy, good morning when I got plenty of sleep and was feeling happy when I went down to see Al. Okay, bye. Hello. Hi. What are you doing?
Making you dinner.
Okay. How's it going?
Excellent.
Cool. Wow.
Here you go.
Okay. Thanks. Thanks.
Probably go.
It is. Looks really good.
Yummy.
Here. Okay. Okay. Oh,
I'm glad you got a good day's sleep. Good
I
nap.
feel really okay.
Well, that's excellent.
Thank you, God and Jesus, for this amazing life I have.
Oh,
I finally quit caffeine,
oh boy.
and my mind isn't racing like people get stuck on it. It took a few days
Yeah.
to finally start feeling better, and I slept a bunch,
That's good.
and now I feel okay. Oh, here, here. Thank you for the food, Jesus, amen.
Okay. Oh.
I want to stay here.
Good.
Yeah. I was angry and thought they had rednecks out there or something.
They're not.
Yeah, they're not. I have it really good. I could start filming movies right now
Good.
at my house.
Yep.
And do like 10 of them.
Mm-hmm. Got any ideas? Want to write any scripts?
I guess.
Any storyboards? Are you a storyboard kind of guy?
Sometimes. I don't have to do that much like my best work, because how is it going to make money or not? Hi, Kat. I'm happy. I don't know if I want to do my best work ever. Unless it pays money, because I've done it, I did it since 1998.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I have the effort to really make a masterpiece like I really put into it.
Yeah.
But I might.
But do your best. That's all you got to do. That's all God asks for, is to do your best. You don't have to be perfect.
Did you see my Brokeback Mountain 2 one? It was like a cheap, no-budget movie. I filmed it myself, but it was fun.
When did you shoot it?
Like a couple years ago.
Hmm.
It got really warm on a January day. But not like it's been this year. This year's been really warm. Well, here and there.
There and there. December was definitely warm.
Yeah, the end of December.
January, been a little nippy.
So it got really warm, and I happened to get in really good shape enough to where I could like go down the hill and walk and jog and stuff. And I got the idea for the Brokeback Mountain movie and filmed me walking around a bunch and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt like I was a famous person, like I was the cool star or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if star is a good word or not,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm a human being, but it was fun and enjoyable. It was something I could do that made me really happy.
Good.
So I like doing stuff like that, or just how I am now.
Mm-hmm.
I realize everything's way more okay than I thought.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
And I can get my kids back.
Yep, you can.
All you gotta do is get a lawyer or
Yep. Mm-hmm.
something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if Danica doesn't want to get remarried, I want to remarry somebody.
Okay.
But I guess I'm happy like I am now. I don't want to think about that too much.
No, that's the secret. Don't think about it too much. Let it just happen.
And who knows, I may still end up going to LA to do movies.
Yep, exactly. Just let it happen. Every day and every way, just do your best. And you don't have to be perfect.
Don't let the worry get to you.
Yep, exactly. Good
Don't
thoughts.
look at it in a bad way and be too sad.
Yeah, that's right. Good thoughts bring good words bring good actions bring good outcomes.
It's my nose. Vin Diesel. What? Vin Diesel, $200 million. Sylvester Stallone, $400 million. Yeah, Jason Momoa, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, I got 16 million, well, 14 million, man. It's not that much. That'd be like what your parents, that'd be in the range of what your parents would have for inflation today, but a little less. It went up, way up. Like the real estate and everything went way up.
Well, my dad,
Like had the real estate gone up, he'd have something like that.
right, he lost 3/4 of his net worth in '08 in about 6 weeks.
Was that around when he passed away? Did he pass
Yeah,
away?
they both my parents died in '08. Yeah. And then my sister sold everything on the low end.
I'm so happy I made it through being depressed.
Good.
And I'm happy again.
Ah, boy.
So all the people who might get depressed out there, just make it through, keep living and it'll get better again.
Yep, just do your best. That's all you gotta do. This came out pretty good.
Yeah, I figured it really good. You can have that other grape drink if you want.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not that bad. I guess it's stevia.
I'm doing pretty good with water.
Okay. Yeah, that was something I got when you showed up.
Yeah.
It's like what Danica would get. Kind of like one of the things I had when I was growing up, like the diet drinks,
Right.
but it's a new kind of diet. It's like healthier.
So if I'm gonna drink things with bubbles, I just drink Celta. Celta.
Well, I'm so happy with how I am.
Oh, that's good.
I was thinking I did so little. I thought it wasn't enough.
It was always, all you gotta do is your best. You don't have to be perfect.
I thought I had to go out to LA to do the really big stuff
You don't have to.
and to at least pay my bills more. But I was doing well all along. I was doing okay all along.
Mm-hmm. You what? Well, we're all set for the snowstorm. Whatever happens, we're all good.
Oh, when's that? Tomorrow, the next day?
Sunday.
Sunday? What day is today? Friday?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
We could have anywhere between 4 and 18 inches of snow.
Wow.
And you can go snowboarding.
I'd have to find my boots. I hid them.
You hid them?
Yeah. I was afraid. Because I was wearing them in the car when the brakes stopped working. You know, it was like a traumatizing thing. So I don't even have a car at the house right now. I feel better without even having to have a car.
Yep.
But when my kids are here, I'll have a car. I still have a license,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll probably drive a car when my kids are here.
Mm-hmm.
It's something good to have.
Yep.
And meditating.
Yep. Just letting the flow go. The weather's changing. When the weather changes, it affects my body. I'm like the human barometer.
Uh,
I can feel the
you know when a big storm's coming.
my knees and ankles.
Yeah, because I remember one time you were outside, and you had a big cane, and you went, and you started yelling, and you said, you said like there's going to be a really big storm, so you better get out of here. It's going to rain. It's not going to stop raining for a long time, or something like that. And then you went inside or something like that, and it rained. But I had to go upstairs.
Yep.
I'm glad you kept this chair.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to throw it out.
It works here.
Well, you want to tell them anything about? You go to Owl Bob. Just look up in case You know, his name's Owl Bob. You can look up Owl Bob, and his videos will show up.
I found the shows that I did on my phone, and they are in my, when I go to my channel,
Yeah.
and it says your channel, and then it says your videos. He has them there, so they're there, but they're not up on the place where the average
Okay,
person can.
I can help you with it. You want me to help you with it now?
Yeah. Then my question is
Okay.
here, is whether it's
Okay, I'll help you with it now. Okay, bye. Bye, everyone. Check out more videos and films and stuff like that on my channel. This is John Birmingham and Owl Bob. Okay, check out his channel if you want. Okay, bye.
Dreamy Dreamland.
Okay, bye.